Well, right behind the cold front and also on the minds of many is the possibility of the city going into stage 3 water restrictions by this time next week.
Our Alexis Green spoke with local business owners on some of the impacts this would have on them, as well as what city and water officials are able to tell us. He joins us now in studio with that report. Alexis.
Thanks so much, Leslie and Mike. One of the water restrictions under stage 3 has to do with pools. The way the restriction is written now, under stage 3, there is no filling or refilling of pools. That rule could impact Coastal Bend residents along with city projects like the Billwood Aquatic Center set to open in less than a month.
So the drought contingency plan is our emergency response plan, and that's something that we're looking at every day.
CC Water's Drew Molly says that they are monitoring our levels closely in order to make the best decision for our community, even phoning a friend, if you will.
These are experts in the field, so we're talking to landscape and nursery associations, we're talking to pool associations, we're talking to parts of the community that we need to talk to make sure that we have the appropriate measures in place once we go into stage 3.
We caught up with a local pool company who's been in the business for more than 40 years, who says the city's drought contingency plan could cause some issues for them.
Going to stage 3 as they currently stand, the rules now that we won't be able to add water to any swimming pools, existing or new construction. It can pose some serious environmental hazards, pools turning into swamps in people's backyards. It's definitely going to damage structures if you can't have water in your pool, the plaster, things like that. So it's going to be damaging to property values as well.
Nathan Matthews, manager of Artisan Pools, says he's hopeful that the city will make amendments to their drought plan to allow for pools to remain operational.
We're a pool builder, that worries us a little bit. Hopefully there's a fine line there in the middle that everybody can meet on. We all going to have to sacrifice some. That's for sure.
Molly says just because we fall below 20% doesn't mean they will call for stage 3 immediately.
It's something that we need to make sure that it is sustained below 20%. And last thing we want to do is have our community confused, going back and forth between stage 2 and stage 3 drought restrictions.
Artisan Pools had some good advice about keeping the water that you do have in your pool by putting a solar blanket on top, which is industrial strength plastic, to help slow down evaporation rates. And as for the aquatic center that we mentioned earlier, we did receive this statement from Parks and Rec just before news time, which reads that the construction of the Billwood Aquatic Center is proceeding on schedule with an anticipated completion date of December 2024. This is contingent upon weather conditions. The facility will function as a seasonal pool, operational from Memorial Day weekend through mid-August. The Parks and Rec Department will adhere to any water restrictions that are implemented by the city of Corpus Christi regarding the operation of both public and private schools. That's from the Director of Parks and Rec, Robert Dodd. Leslie, Mike, back to you guys.